ocean crew, and we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey, it is that microphone. Good. For some reason, it was not popping up on the system. But anyways, let's switch this over to my main speaker setup. Since we are now ready. Hello, hello. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been doing this. I'm just trying to fill up dead space. There we go. There you go. Dead space has been filled. Alright. So, it's been a while since I've been on here. I'm sorry about that, but stuff is going on. And I know the video quality ain't the best right now. It's kind of shit, is the best way to explain it. As I poke the camera, trying to find the light button. Yeah. Oh, almost. There we go. But yeah. So for now, the reason why we have this camera set up is, one, I'm just kind of trying the angles until I get the adapter for my real camera and the dead battery. But also, just wanted to get the stream out because it's been a while since I've done one. So, thank you all those who do watch it. I know streaming is not my strongest suit. I've been watching the channel for a while. It seems my unboxings and my YouTube is more where I get my views than my Twitch, which is understandable. I just don't have really the setup or the attention span to do a Twitch thing, so I think I might do less of it, do more just like video game stuff or painting days. But I think having the camera set up might be more of the inspiration I need to do it. But anyways, that's kind of been an update. You're here to see what the title says, which is me building some models. So let's get into that. We're going to start with building some automated robots for Konflikt 47. These are the British MMG variants. So we're going to get into that. I'm building these for a video. I just filmed the first half today, along with my unboxing of another Star Wars model, which she recently just got released. Besides that, I'm only missing a box of Phase 2 clones. Phase 2 clones. I'd like to get another Obi-Wan so I can make him on a bike, because there's that online fan-made campaign. Anything else I really need? Phase 2s. I want to get Commandos. They're my favorite clones. And then apparently the Bad Batch are going to be getting models next year / this year. So I have to get them. But definitely clones and Phase 2 clones. Commandos and Phase 2 clones. And I basically got all my models that I need for my army. I got all the ones I think are cool. And it's mostly going to be focusing on operatives and commanders, because I like building the named character models and painting them. I like painting Star Wars models more than I do like painting, playing it, because really high detail. They are really high detail models for a decent price, and the game is actually a lot of fun. But again, I'm going to be doing a video series where I review war games in the future, so we'll save it for that. But that's my sort of sneak peek. TLDR is game great, but HQ models are better. So let's get into it. We got the parts right here beside me in this nice box here, and we're gonna get into building those right away here. I have them split up by their parts. So we're going to just use our water that we have here. These are our metal from Warlord. And I do find that Warlord metal do actually come pretty covered in their release agents. So, boop. We'll just dip the ones that we need. Bonk. The Brits do also have some of these for other modes. So like they have automated Bren carriers, which I kind of want to get one. And they do have the HMG versions, which are for some reason more money than the regular box of these dudes. Even though these dudes actually have way less parts on them for some reason. Or I mean, they have more. Oh. Oh. Can I do this? Can I cheese the light? I'm trying to see if I can cheese my light. There we go. I think I can cheese it that way. There you go. We cheesed it. Woo. Anyways. So, yeah. So, they make it, what have you. What has me. Warlord recently bought the rights to completely own Konflikt. And they've said that they're going to be making more stuff for it. Which I hope so. Because the dudes at Goblin Works, or whatever it's called, Orange Goblin, Goblin Works, I'm really bad at names and remembering things, are pretty cool dudes. And I support them greatly. Buying their comics and stuff. I'm still waiting for their second edition to come out. But the work looks promising, though their website is definitely underrated for it. Highly recommend go checking it out. Their site's called Comics 47. It's comics with a K instead of a C. And their first issue is out. It's really nice paper. Unfortunately, I was too late for my work to get put in there as a back page shown. But I still bought it. It is really nice. I'd recommend it. Great book. Art's a little kind of off, so it's kind of like trying to figure out how to, like, what's going on, like, where's what. But it's great, and I'm excited to see more. I would love to see a movie or a video game basically like think Space Marine, the video game, but kind of meets like what's that game? Insurgents. Kind of like your typical sort of like strategy third-person shooter, cover shooter sort of style meets like Space Marine. So you run around as like one of the daughters of the motherland, so a super soldier character, and you're like either like a third-person mode, or it'd be kind of cool to see a kind of a mix. If I could have dream game, unlimited like budget, the dream is it would be a game with, and this might be over 2 or 3 games, but it'd be a game where you're following 3 characters, kind of like that classic, like I'll get better at putting my stuff inside here. I'm just cleaning up pieces, so excuse me if you don't see my hands. But I would like to see where you play as 3 characters: an American, a Russian, and a German, or a British. It could be either one. And the American would be like your classic, smash 'em game, run and smash, because you're playing as a super soldier, or have that be your your Call of Duty would be the American with your super soldier, your Paragon unit. And then kind of like Battlefield 3, if you guys have ever seen the story missions for that, it's really good. Kind of like that. And then you'd have your Russian with the daughters of the motherland. That would be your smash 'em Space Marine-esque gameplay. And then your German one, or your British one, would be Canadians, actually, because I really loved the book that was officially made for the setting, where you play like as a armored unit, and this could be the 3rd game, and you're basically commanding a walker for the British, and it's more of a horror thriller game because you're dealing with the German like night terror stuff. So you're dealing with their zombies, their werewolves, their vampires, and you're like a soldier that works their ways in. You end up like using one of the suits. It would be cool. So your Paragon would be your third person like Sandstorm, Insurgency Sandstorm gameplay. Your Daughters of the Motherland would be your Space Marine gameplay where you're running through and like smashing the German soldier lines while kind of still taking some cover. And then your first person Call of Duty shooter would be your British, where you're British and your German side, where you're playing that horror aspect. And then you can have a multiplayer game mode where the one person's like basically like a Call of Duty Zombies meets Dead by Daylight. So like you have your horde of NPC zombies and stuff. Then I guess Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood, except for in the Konflikt universe. You can have that as a multiplayer. So like instead of the main story, you're doing side missions as unnamed soldier number 1, 2, and 3, and you're like, oh, go link up back with our communication tower. It's overran by soldiers, and yeah, you'll have normal shooty guys, but your main thing would be like zombies, and a werewolf can spawn or something like that, or armored soldiers could spawn. And then maybe you end up playing as a British armored trooper in the campaign, and that explains, you know, your regenerative health and stuff like that, and why you can do things. And then maybe the American one is you start off in the first game, you start off as an American paratrooper, as their newly developed paratrooper. I would love to see the beginning of the war, like continuation war, where you have the stuff just coming out. So like playing that mission as the Canadians or the Russians, even as you get like a glimpse of like a prequel mission where you see the zombies for the first time. That would be sick. But anyways, done talking. I got all the stuff washed, so I'm just gonna break it off off their stands. Be very careful with the legs, especially. They are just as thin as or at least a little bit thicker than the gates they come on. So you definitely want to use a knife or a pair of clippers to get these off. Excuse me. But yeah, so we're gonna do whoop. There we go. Got the legs done. But I didn't ask, which is very rude of me. I hope you guys who are watching this or see this later on, I hope you've been doing fine. But besides that, I hope you guys have been having a good week, your good life. It's been going good for you, even if it's down for now. I believe in you. We all go through things, and I know personal experience, I've been going through things, which again I'm going to be talking about maybe later, but I believe in you. You're doing great. Even if you messed up a few times, you got to mess up to learn. Well, it's just like that one famous Batman quote, and I believe Uncle Io has said something, but why do we fall? Because we have to get back up. So yeah, knowing that, but yeah, so learning that too. I'm getting messages. Ignore me. We've been finally playing some D&D lately, and so memes. It's gone pretty downhill pretty quick, and yeah. So the memes are plenty. Maybe I'll talk about that someday when I talk about my Pathfinder rule set explanation. It's pretty big and it's going to be a long one, so I want a day where I can just sit and talk about it. But anyways, talking about talking, I've been going on for too long. I don't think you'll be able to see it because of my camera. Oh, maybe. But anyways, at the top here, there's a little divot on one side. Oh, you guys saw it for a split second. It's right up, right there. Right where my fingertip is. That little divot. It's not there on the other side. So that's where these are going to go on the torso here. Little nubs right here. So this is the back side with the backpack, and this is the front side. There's a named one of these guys, which I'm going to paint as one, named Sir K. He is a reference to a book, again, the same book I was kind of talking about, called Seaford's Ladies. It is a book about, I believe it's the Highlanders? Canadian Highlanders Walker Battalion, which is ran all by women. It is the first all-women's Walkers team in the, or Walkers Battalion in the war. So it's kind of a biggish deal. Pretty good. It's got that feel of classic story writing from back in the day. And without being too tropey about anything. So the cool thing about these guys is, because they're a ball joint, you can basically pose them any way you want. Oh. Did I just lose something? Nope. But you can pose them any way you want. I'd recommend using a flat surface and standing it on. But you can pose them, yeah, any way you want. And you can even, because the legs are so thin, you could bend these any way you want. Like, these have some of the most posability I've seen in a metal model. Though I would highly, highly recommend being super careful, and potentially, if you have the small bits to do it, screw bits, whatever they're called, I'd recommend pinning these things, because I can already feel that they are going to, especially if you don't really, clean them, they are going to fall apart a lot. And I've had my experience with metal models in my day with the Sisters of Battle and stuff. So I've bent this leg. Again, super easy to bend. Basically, I'm going to have him walking, like he's in the cycle of walking. So his one foot's going to be slightly up because he's going to be cycling. Because remember, these are still walkers. They're just really small. And compared to their normal walkers. So we're going to have this dude walking. Probably put like a helmet or something under his foot. Okay, so I found out how I want to pose him. Again, another thing I have with these is that the bases they're on are the same size as normal infantry for the game. And I feel like these ones kind of make more sense why you could do it. But I would still like to see all their like more sci-fi stuff or horror creatures on larger bases. Especially like their werewolves and their werebears. It just makes more sense. But, so we have him walking. Wow. I might, if I start painting, we'll see how long this goes. But if I start painting, I'll probably bring out the better camera. Anyways, yeah, so I have them checked on the base. Now we're going to do the arms. So it looks like a hand. Did I cut off the arm on this? No. Oh, this one's special. Okay, I see what you're doing. So one of these arms are going to not have their arm attached to it for the gun. So you're going to need to definitely going to need to I can speak, I swear. fiddle around with it, get a feel for it. Because these ball joints go loosely on this. There's no real peg for it to stick in. So we have our right hand. And they're going to be held overslung or underslung. Everything looks like it wants to be pegged. This looks like an absolute trash nightmare. Whoever developed this model, you are an evil genius. Because they are sick, but they are scary to build. Are they as bad as the Katusha that I built from Warlord? No. Maybe. Might be, but I think it's more because of their size and their thinness more than actual building. Because the Katusha from Warlord, yeah, no, they need to update that model. They need to either make, they gotta make the rocket track that those are on into resin. Because like the top part where the rockets sit on, that's resin. And then the truck itself is resin. But the cage that holds everything up is metal. And it does not fit together properly. There we go. Accelerator is probably going to be your friend for these models. Yeah, so we're going to grab our long arm, wash this off. How you can tell that these have been fully cleaned off is that when you get these metal models, they may look like dull or like a matte color, with a bit of white on it. That's the release mold. A clean metal piece that doesn't have the release mold will look like this. They'll look shiny and metally. It'll be like that metal slippery to the touch. So we're gonna apply the glue to this. Normally I'd say having a little bit of water on a model if you're using super glue, not that big of a deal. At least I've not ran into. But with these guys, because of how they are, I'd probably say it's worth waiting for your model to dry before you start building. Anyways, got his arm on, let it dry. Is the light still being dingus? The light is being a dingus. My bad. Okay, now we gotta line it up with this arm. There we go. Oh, I almost had it. Come on. I'm doing this. Do that. Fools. Oh. Okay, let's... If I make this joint a little bit shorter, I can make it fit. I've found that seems to be the answer for everything. That I've built so far from for here. A little bit of trimming makes it fit better. But there we go. We've bent the arm. Bent the arm in the way that we needed it to be. Make sure if you're going to be using a lot of this accelerator spray, you're doing it in a ventilated area. Preferably windows open with some sort of fan blowing the fumes away from you and away from kids and animals. Because having a little bit of spray, like spraying one or two things, I try my best to do minimal with the spray because I'm more susceptible to odors than most people. So, in the sense that smells from chemicals affect me more. So I find that I definitely need it, so I try my best, even if I have to sit there and hold it, unless it absolutely refuses to grip, I don't use accelerator spray. Now we got to go here. There's a little peg. So we've built the body. But there's a little peg right here on the head. Right here. I thought it was for holding the head onto the model, but no. That might be for something else. Like the heads might be universal. But for these models, we're just going to clip it off. Keep a bit of that roundness underneath it. We're going to glue it to the body. That's a little bit more than I wanted. Move those out of the way. As you guys can see, I have some heavy soldiers on the counter here. That's because I got some more. Anyways, I'm just gonna wipe off some of this extra glue. There we go. He is built. Now I just gotta apply his ammo belt to the gun, wherever that went to. I had it here somewhere. Oh, there it is. That should go on this side here. And it should be this way. Yep. Looks like it's universalized, so you can put the ammo in any direction onto this. There we go. There is a space on the underside of this belt where there's no texture, so it'll kind of line you up with that. But yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna apply him to his base, and we're gonna stick a helmet under there. Come on. Dry already. Dry. Holding him, we'll pull out our bit spin. Pull out a helmet, which I got plenty of. Is the whatchamacallit, the vehicle bits. Ooh. Well, at least the leg's gonna stay. I should probably get a smaller one. But yeah, the vehicle bits from the half tracks and stuff have helmets. Come on, hand. I need a flatter one. Should have a flat one. I guess not a question mark. Worst case, I can use a bag of theirs. But I like the idea of the helmets. I also have gas cans I can use too. Yeah, we'll just have to do it this way. Okay. So what we're going to do to combat this helmet being so big is I'm going to take my file that I have, and I'm just going to file the shit out of it until it's flatter, and then it fits. So I'm going to do that. What else has been going on as I file this? I have hurt myself. I don't know how, but freaking my shoulder has decided to go on vacation and no longer shoulders. So I can't really lift things or move my arm past basically my chest. Okay. I filed the helmet down. That should work. And it does. Cool. Alright, so I can glue this helmet down. Hey. My cat's deciding that the carpet is a perfect scratching post. Come on. This is the prime example of when you'd want to use accelerator spray. Another one, besides the obvious, it can't stick. And there we go. We have our first Alfred painted or built. So we're going to build our next few. They're not going to be anything fancy like this. They're just going to be default from the box. So let's build some more of these guys. Build them up. Prime them. You know, the usual biz. What was that? Alright. Let's continue. Get back here, base. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, they're actually kind of scaled. So we have, I just noticed that putting him down. So here we have him. And here we have is a heavy armored boyo next to him. I don't have any just normal dudes next to me, but here we have is Ahsoka. So they are tall. And this is more like 30 to 40 mil scale game. So, ow, fuck. Even bending there hurt. I don't know what I did. Anyways, eye pain. Let's continue. I'll put that tool away later. I would like my lid to stay open, please. Okay, there we go. Grab our next gun and arm. Oh no, it seems like all the arms are separate. Look at me giving bad advice. Next set of legs. Next body. And we got heads already here, so we can just... I could get a female American or Canadian model. I think I might have one from Cthulhu. But I paint them up as a... Her name's not Alex. Oh, what's her name? What's her name? She's the mechanic from Seaford's Lady. She has the Alfred with her. But I'd make her in the Alfred. Anyways, cleaning solution. Go. Go. Your extra metal. Knife, come to me. Clean off this extra metal. There we go. There we go. That's been done. Okay. Getting your legs here. Chipsy chop. So much flash. There you go. Flashed clean. Okay, so get her foot. Make sure that's the front side. There. go. Got that leg. Now we're gonna get this leg. There we go. Standing. Arms time. So as we've learned, the arms are arms. And yeah. So these are the arms that hold the gun. These are the arms that hold the other part of the gun. So we'll keep those together. Which is weird because I'm missing one. It's 4 because this is supposed to make 5. Oh, because there's another row of them inside. Okay, I see. Alright. I got it. There we go. We'll do it this way. We'll have it so it's wrapped around the hand on this one. I may have the belt positioning wrong, but I don't care. It looks cool. Well, I do care. It's yeah. Believe it or not, I am a fan of firearms, but in my fantasy sci-fi game, I'll do it all. My game. There's also a hot topic that has come up in not hot topic that's come up in the gaming community, and it's kind of funny to see wargaming drama. Like, that's usually not a thing. So it's just been really hilarious to watch. But I don't know. If you guys watched this far, congratulations, thank you for watching. And if you're joining later, then hey, I'm Will. Hellcat. I build models, I paint things, talk RPGs and board games, play video games that are kind of weird and off the side that I'm into. Just generally vibe while recording my life. But there's been a Midwinter's Minis thing going on, and I found it funny, but also had some thoughts and things to it, and I don't know, I was thinking about maybe weighing my thoughts on it, but I don't know, I leave that up to you guys. Should I or should I not? The joys of ballpoints. See. Tiny bit. Okay, so these are supposed to be like pointing out a lot, so there we go. Oh, just put that on top of something that it shouldn't have been on. Have the arm stay. Good arm. Come on. There we go. Sorry if I'm doing this off screen. It's very delicate and very wonky. And it requires all my concentration. There we go. Oh, there's their... okay. Senor, I see you. I'm like, I know they have eyes. I had the head on reverse, but it makes it look cool because they are automatons. So it could be possible for their heads to go backwards. So I'll have him like he's scanning behind them as they're walking. These guys are just so cool. That's like the best way I can describe the conflict setting is it's just cool. There we go. You have a second boyo done. Again, they'll be better to see once the primers hit them. But take a drink of water. Hydrate before you dehydrate. I want to see what I'm doing for food tonight. Okay, Oakley, Pokely, Chokely, on to the next. We got 2 more to build. Left, besides the one I'm holding. So 3 left, because this is a box of 5. So got that, and we get the gun arm. And since the first one's fully dried, I'm going to make sure it's written on. Ooh. Mostly for these historical games, I like to write with the Sharpie on the bottom of the bases, so that way because I got so many of them, look at my videos on my channel, you can see what I mean. I like to write on the bottom here, so I can be like, top part is usually like, okay, this is for what have you. So this is conflict, okay, 47, so conflict 47, and this is for my Canadians. And then normally I can find another one if I want more detail, usually on the sergeants or something. Watch as I just break my ammo belt. Alright, okay, this is the Alfred units. Have you, so forth. That will be a short ammo belt. Just like how on these guys, we have conflict 47, German. Now, because these are conflict models, they're very small in the range of what's specifically conflict related, so it makes it a little bit easier to write it. But say if this was a bolt action model, I would write German, and then I would write what type of unit it is, and then if it's like a loader or an NCO or something in the middle here, I would write NCO or load or LMG, so on and so forth. That way you have what faction are they, what unit are they, and if they're a special unit that requires slightly special markings. And that way I can go to my books that I have. I have a few historical books, and I can, in pictures saved, that I can go and look for markings and stuff. So that's something I'd recommend for people to try. And if you worry about it during, say, when you're priming and stuff, I find that for the most part, I don't really get any paint on the writing, so I don't lose it. I'm going to build one more, and then I'm going to go take a break and refill my water. these off. Dip the body. Dip the legs. I thought I had a head up here. Oh well. Grab a head. Bonk. And of course the ammo belt. There we go. Use the knife. We're going to clean off this flash on the head. Yeah, there we go. I wonder if somebody's made heads for these automatons where they have berets on them for like the paratrooper units. Why do I hear buzz? Buzzes scare me. Can I bend this foot forwards? The answer is yes. Yes, I can. There we go. So I'd say for level of difficulty for these models, this is definitely a higher intermediate to maybe a low, very low advance model. It really depends on your castings that you get. I would say, like, with the tools I have, this is probably like hard intermediate or just hard. If you don't have the tools I have and you just have super glue and like clippers, then this is definitely hard. This one already has kind of like a walking pose. else happened today. I made a big old fat oopsie poopsie today where I freaking dropped my freaking high-end camera today when I was doing the unboxing videos for these. That was fun. Good news. Didn't break it. So that was pretty good news. Pretty happy about that. It would be kind of sad if I did. Because the trouble I went through to get it. There we go. Arms got. Guess we're going to pose them this way. Okay. Bend the arm a bit because we've learned that bending the arm is required. Unlike me, who can't bend their arm. Yes. Music change. Get that arm glued on here. If you guys want to get into conflict, I find the best intro boxes for your value is the Americans, the British, especially the British, and the Russians have your best value. If they still made them, I see them on and off, but I could be wrong. but if they are still available wherever you can find stuff, the better one, though it is a little bit more money, is the Finnish starter box, because it basically comes with, it's a more souped up version of the German starter box, which gives you your infantry, werewolves, mech, and I think maybe one of their like sleds. They're like airboats, you know, like those boats that you see in the bayou that are driven by a giant fan on the back, but with skis on them. I believe it gives you that as the tank instead. But I would highly recommend those as your starter boxes, just for value, especially now with the prices increasing on conflict models, at least where I am. Then we just apply our chains. If I had a bendy bar for this, that'd be pretty nice. I do not. You definitely want thick boy super glue for these models. If you're pegging it, then you could probably do thin. But thick super glue, even gel, would probably be preferred for this. For a tip for those who use flying bases with flight stands, using liquid super glue is better, because if you use gel super glue on those flying bases, the gel expands to fill cracks, and that causes hazing and cracking in the plastic. So because of how like the flight stem works, like how it sticks and it's see-through. Whereas if you're using it on metal models like this with tiny little peg holes and no real sort of guiding pegs and like reposable, it'll help because it will fill those gaps and expand. Whereas your liquidier glues are better going to be for flat pieces or your like see-through like glass that you're going to glue onto cockpits and truck windows and stuff. There you go. Alfred 3 is done. So, because we're on stream, we're just going to do this. And we'll go right on his base. There you go. We have 3 of them built. Leave them right here. So I'm gonna go and go get that water I was talking about, clean up this table a little bit so it's easier for you guys to see, and when I come back we will continue on working on these guys, finish building them, maybe get to priming them, and maybe get to painting some other models. I might do this ship that I've been working on for the last few days, like week or 2, for Star Wars. Get that finished. But yeah, we'll see you guys when I get back. enjoy some of the music. Oh, hey, I am back. Sorry about the little wait here, but I am here, yes. Hello. I had some issues with my microphone camera stand thing. It decided to detach itself from my desk as I was getting it for water. So, but it helps me be able to clear off a space and make it better for you guys to see. So, here we are. I can do, whoop. Look at that. Clear spot so you guys can see more easily what I'm doing. So, what do you look at that? But anyways, I'm ordering myself some supper, so ignore me. I'm now just chatting here with you guys. I want some chili. That'll help make me feel better. Is there chili? Why is it so much? Who knows? But chili's good. I like chili. Chili is nice. Sick and tired of just eating burgers. Literally and figuratively. There you are. Chalky milk. Oh. It hurts. But it is for fuck Google Pay. Fuck Google Pay. We're not using that stuff. Damn tax man gonna come steal our taxes. I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm low on food. I'm in pain. I'm high on glue. Who knows what else? Rabble, 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 rabble. Eh. On other news, though, we have had a bunch of new Gamer Sup stuff come out for flavors, and they're really playing into it, so I'm glad to see that they're starting to up their flavor game and stuff. Excited for the Succubus Cup that's coming out. I'm going to try to get that. What else? The store I buy stuff from, finally the Rubicon models have come in. So I have a Katusha in plastic waiting for me that I'm going to go grab tomorrow. Along at an event I'll be at, so that'll be fun. And I will do a review on the plastic one versus the metal one. I can already tell the plastic one's going to be a joy to build. And any Russian player, conflict or not, highly, highly, highly recommend you get 2 Katushas minimum. Just like if you're a Sisters of Battle player, and you should have at least 2 Exorcists. Because for a veteran truck that is very spicy, you're working with 50 points. Like 50, 60 points for a multi-launcher truck. Peak perfection. Now, the reason why you'd want to get it as veteran, besides, because every rule out there for those who play with multi-launchers will tell you only get them in experience, because it's always a 6 to hit, no matter what. Even with spotters, it will always be a 6. You can never get better unless you have some sort of named character or army special role. And why? So, ignoring that, why you're getting this truck as a veteran is because veterans have a higher morale value. So if you take this thing, and you definitely want to start off the board with these models, because they're soft skin. Though for some dumb reason, I don't know how my friend does it, but give me 1 second. Hello? Give me one moment here. Sorry about that. I'm back. Food calling me about stuff. They had to make alternatives, but clever. Anyways, what I was going off about? Oh yeah, the trucks. Because they're soft skin, except for the one friend I play with who plays Russians. Somehow I can never kill his trucks. I've set them on fire like 5 times, and they've never exploded. It's that stellinium, I swear. But you start off the board, and with the leadership of 10, because it's veteran, it's easier to get onto the board because you're going to have that -1, or if you're playing against Brandenburgs and SAS, you're going to be -2 to your morale to get on. So that's already a yikes. So taking as veterans is just going to help you get on. It will survive a lot better because, you know, it's toughness, whatever. That's a vehicle technically, but the crew that comes with it are not vehicles, so have your thought of that. So think of that as you will. Oh, they give you a spare head. Where do you look at that? Anyways, so yeah. Rambles on units in bolt action that I would recommend. Hi, Kitters. Hi, BB. Hello. The cat baby is right beside me. So, for those watching this, I'll probably have an unedited, like, super long video on YouTube just to be like, hey, I did a thing. But if you're watching this and you made it this far, or you've skipped ahead to see this, what have you guys been working on? What are some projects? Yippee! Somebody is in the Discord call with me. Who is it? Because that was a Discord notification noise. Whom's this here? It is Hypno. Hello, I am streaming on the Twitch. Until I get my food, and then I will be eating my food. Yeah, so I forgot what I was doing. I got yippied. Okay, I see what I did wrong. So, learning tip for those who are going to build this, and I'll probably highlight that there's a building tip in this. There's a set of legs that are going to be bent like this in your box. If I can get it. They're going to be bent like this. These are your one side of legs that you're going to want to use. And then the straight legs that we have been using are going to be the other ones. So be aware of that. There is a bent legs to go with your straight legs. So we're just going to have 2 of these dudes who are bent, basically, crouched over, braced for shooting. So this is going to be interesting to do. Get our accelerator out. There we go. Leg prime 1. This is the back. Pull an Eric, do it backwards. These legs are weird. So these ones are on the same ones as each other. So both left crouches are on the same sprue and both right crouches are on the same sprue. There, so I think this has just jumped to advance in skill because of this. Now, you guys can see, I am basically holding him so he's crouching. Advice I'd give for working with accelerant is try not to get it on your skin if you have glue on your skin, because it will burn, because it is a chemical reaction. That's how it holds. And there goes my legs. Lieutenant Dan, they took your legs. Don't give out legs. Where the fuck did they go? Ow. Just headbutt my table. The carpet monster got my legs. Lieutenant Dan. Dan. I could make this a piece where he's sitting on the ground because he lost his leg. It's like, seriously, I've lost his leg. Son of a bitch. No. Alright, we're Lieutenant Dan in him. Watch it, it's like stuck on my leg or something from the super glue. Alright. Looks like he is becoming Lieutenant Dan. So we just got to clean off the ball joints. This is that leg. So this ball joint's going to come off. There we go. So he's going to be sitting on the ground. Brokey. Brokey, but still fighting. But, yeah. Oh yeah, like that. Anyways, I shall return again one more time. My food should be here. We shall see you guys right when I come back. Don't go anywhere. Or do. Testing 1 2. Oh, perfect timing. Okay, I am back. Sorry about the long wait. I got my food. We are good. Unmute myself from the Discord. But yeah, person was a little bit confused about location, but I helped them out. Son of a bitch. I called it. You guys didn't hear it, but I called it. I said as soon as I got up and came back with the food, I would find the leg, and I did. We're still going to Lieutenant Dan this. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do him like he's falling down, like he's crouched down, that his leg's been damaged. So he's going to be crouching on the ground. I just want to do this without breaking the leg. There we go. There we go. That way. So this is going to be some tricky business here. But yeah. Okay, and then we need this part of the leg, which broke off, but that's okay because we can actually now repose it. Which these do snap off very cleanly. So if you did want to repose them like I'm doing, super easy to do. Just got to be aware of positioning on the bits. Because unlike Games Workshop models, they don't clearly have a detail point on them, like where it clips in and how far it should go. But that's also a good, can be sometimes a good thing, because now I'm just making my own points with the super glue and using that as the joints. Let me just fill this up. Do. Basically got it in position. We're going to get the broken leg and do the same thing. Fun times. It should be like he's trying to get up, but he doesn't have a foot, so we're going to do it that way. There we go. Oh. There we go. I don't have my compressed air. I'd use it to blow the the glue around. But anyways, as long as you keep it far away from you and you have your eyes closed or safety goggles on, you're fine. There we go. We have a damaged Alfred. He's fallen down, lost his foot. Okay, where's his head that I chose? I did not choose one. He's got his head on. Oh, I can't see him. There you go. He's got his head on. Good head. He's got a good head on his shoulders. Flash. Come on. There we go. Off an arm. Where's the gun arm? Arm one. His foot that broke off. Put that on the other dude. Okay. So I have one of the arms. Where's the other shooting arms? Am I missing shooting arms? No, I'm not. There you go. And these are for the crouchy boyos. Yeah. Well, for all my viewers, hopefully you're eating and drinking. Eating some nutritious food along with your snacks tonight, and drinking your water along with your booze tonight. Food. I have food. No. Sad. I had butter that came with my food, and the butter decided to revolt. Now I'm trying to get my lid off my chili. My butter is broken. Where's my spoon? Oh, they gave me salt and pepper. Hell yeah. I'm running out of space to put things. I remember when I was a kid, and my dad'd be like, "I'm getting chili and stuff from this place," and I was being a kid. You know, your taste buds haven't fully developed, so things to you are still ucky. And I thought chili was ucky. So But now, I think chili is great. The best part about chili is I forgot to wash my hands. In this day and age, washing your hands is a smart idea. So, I just did that. For the one viewer that's been here this entire time, even if you're lurking, thank you so much. You're the real MVP. And I hope you're having a good day. Ignore my ASMR of eating. Or the fan, one of the two. Now we figured out the arm situation. Let's clean them up. Make sure this is clean and washed. I totally freaked out the delivery driver and some people that were smoking outside the building because I'm wearing my Gamer Sups Nurse Joy shirt and some freaking scrubs. So I walked outside and they're just like, huh? I'm just like, yeah, I know. I was in a rush. Excuse me. Come on. Away from the food. Got that arm on. I forgot the things over here. There we go. That's better. Arm on. We're going to get the machine gun, which we cleaned off. We're going to position that. This music is familiar, and I think I know why. I think this is some of the songs. There's a YouTuber I watch. Highly recommend him. Name is Northern Exile. And he has a fan who made some songs. He makes background music. That's his thing. And this sounds exactly like one of those songs that he made. Oh, and it's gone. It's like it knew I was talking about it. I might bend this arm in a little bit more just because he's crouched. Yeah. So re-glue this on. Kind of want it to be there. Okay, that can hold. Come on, hold. I'm going to have to trim. Again, that's the name of the game with these models. Trim. Alright, I got it. Oh, come on. No. Eh. Oh, fuck. Get on there. This is like the primary example. Freaking when to use accelerator spray. It's like freaking... I had it. It just resists to solidify. That should now be clear. Come on. There we go. And to recreate the ball joint, I just do that. There we go. We have Crouching Alfred. So there we go. Let's seal that. Take more food. My hand is now covered in accelerant and super glue. The accelerant, at least this stuff I have, is poisonous, so make sure your hands are washed and you're cleaning it off. Even if you don't feel it, because it does evaporate, still wash your hands after using it. Luckily enough, the food I'm eating is spoon based, so I don't have to touch it. but you know, still be cautious. Liquid's good. You guys? Oh, there you go. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but anyways, let's get to Alfred here. Since we have both legs here, we can build this guy normally. Quote unquote normally. There should just be parts left to make the last dude. So, I'm going to get his legs ready. Legs are surprisingly the easiest part on these guys. Even though in theory they should be the worst. I feel sorry, not sorry, for those who play the Separatists in in Star Wars Legion. Because they gotta basically deal with this, but they get plastic, so it's not as bad. And I had the leg just rip off on me because it decided to glue to my finger instead of my model. Yeah. Try this again with feeling. There we go. We have that down. The busted foot. Ow, it dries. Oh, my fingies. There's a big chunk of ground beef and I could not refuse it. Thunk. He is top heavy. It's going to be an issue. Anywho. Let's just get the main gun arm on so we can position everything. There we go. I'm going to set it that way. So that the arm goes on like so. Apologies if this has not been 100% on screen the entire time. I'm still getting back into the swings of things, and these are kind of a pain in the ass to build. So I kind of need to be looking up close and positioning myself, especially since I can't really move my right arm as well. Go. Spray. Seal this. I'll label them. Wherever my pen went to, there it is. I believe none of these get NCOs. I believe they work differently compared to things. Think of them like almost like a walker unit. So all 5 of them together equals the strength of a normal walker in toughness. Woo. So, with that, I think these are the Alfreds now done. box of them comes with 5. They all have their Vickers machine guns, what have you. But thank you for watching this. It's been a couple hours. The one who's been here this entire time, thank you very much. But I think I'm going to go wash up and eat my food. Thank you so much for if you stop by to check this out, or if you're watching this on my channel later on tonight. Thank you so much for staying by. These guys will be in a video here very soon, primed and everything. And you guys will get my final thoughts on them and kind of learn about what they do and how they operate and stuff. Very informal videos. I think, yeah, I'm going to just finish attaching this ammo belt to the last guy that we built here. And yeah. There you go. There you go. He has ammo now. So that, we shall see you guys in the next stream or in my next YouTube video. We're going to hit the closing thing. So make sure to go check out the things there. Take a look at my schedules there. And we will see you guys hopefully in the next stream, next video. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hey, bye 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 bye.